Hello everyone, this is Shanko and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk about scatter gather in Mule. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And when you subscribe, please turn on the notifications so that you never miss a video on my channel. So scatter gather is basically a router-based message processor where we can which can be used to carry out tasks concurrently. So if we have a requirement where we would need to call multiple APIs and then gather the responses of those APIs and combine them into one single response and send it to a particular listener or send it to a particular file, write it to a file. So in those cases, we can use scatter gather. Another scenario is if we have a requirement where we would want to send our responses to different listeners, multiple listeners, or write the responses to multiple files. So that can be done using scatter gather. So instead of doing these tasks sequentially, we would essentially want to do them concurrently so that the processing is faster and the time taken for the whole process to complete is faster. So for this demo, I have created 3 projects: location service, product detail service, and product service. So we would be combining the results of location service API and product service API and combining the results of these 2 APIs into one single response and sending the response for these two sending the combined response from this API product detail service. So let's take a look at product location service API first. So this is a very simple mule project, and we have a single flow for this API, and this is the entry point for our API. This is the HTTP listener for this API, and inside the configurations we have set the port as 8081 and the base path is /API, and the path for this API is location /location, and the method is get, and then we have hard-coded a payload for this API. So we have set the country as India and state code as NH and pin code as 411014. So this is all about this location service API. Now let's take a look at product service API. So this is again a very simple mule application that I've created, and there's only one flow inside this application, and this is the listener, HTTP listener, and we have set the port as 8082, the base path as /API, and the path is set as /product. Allowed method is get, and again we have hard-coded payload here. We have set the product ID, we have set the part number, we have set the SKU, we have set the price, we have set the currency, we have set the description, the color and stuff. So that's all about product service API. Now let's take a look at product service details API, product detail service API. So this again has only one flow, and this is the HTTP listener for this API, and we have set the port as 8083, base path as /API, and the path as product details, and the allowed method is get. So this is the scatter gather router. So here we are making 2 calls to the respective APIs, location API and product API. So these 2 calls fetch the results for location and product APIs, and here we have a transfer message component, and inside this we have set this payload here using the we have set this payload inside the transfer message component, and inside the second transfer message we have set the product details payload, and this is a combined result that we would be sending out from this API, product details service API. So let's take a look at how these run. So I'm going to run all these three together. So I'm going to select all and then I say run configurations, check all these boxes and then say run. So these three services are going to run on different ports, 8081, 82 and 83 respectively, and a location service and product service would be called inside product detail service, and we'd be combining the results of the location API and the product API and sending out the response for this API product detail service. And the calls would be happening concurrently, they won't be happening sequentially, and we'll be combining the results and sending out the response from this API product detail service. And for testing these APIs, I'll be using Postman. So let's open up Postman, and first let's take a look at how location service API works. I'm going to say HTTP localhost So location service is running on 8081 and then /API/location. Okay, so this is the value, or this is the payload that we have hard coded in a location API. Now let's take a look at how our product API runs. Product API works. So I'm going to say HTTP local host. So product service is running on 8082. Let's say /API/product. Click on send. So this is the payload that we have hard coded inside our product API. And now we're going to call the product details API, which is going to combine the results of location service and product service and show us the result. So we'll say HTTP localhost. So this is running on 8083 /API/product details. I'm going to say send. Okay, so this is a combined result that we have. So this is the location details for that product, and these are the product details for the product. So that is basically how scatter gather works. And if you have a scenario where we want to send the response to multiple listeners, or to write the response to multiple files, we can do that using scatter gather, and that would happen concurrently, and it would take lesser time compared to sequential processing. So that is how scatter gather can be used for concurrent processing of tasks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. And if you would want me to make a video on any topic, please write in the comment section below, and I would try to make a video on that particular topic.